Okay, now that we got these edges burnished, I got the hole cut in here and the end of it cut to length. Next step we got to do is put a top coat on this thing. I'm going to use tan coat. Give that a good shake. I'm going to put it in my clamp here. Yeah, you can see that. Y'all know about my clamp anyway. And all I'm going to do is take a dauber, wipe some on, then use a paper towel and wipe off the excess. Don't have to be neat, just get it on there. Make sure I get it down into the stitch line. Up in it, all the little nooks and crannies. So these nooks and crannies aren't designed to hold melted butter.
Yum.
Okay, got it on there, and I just wipe it off. Well, I mean, don't wipe it off, but wipe off the excess. Because this will leave a thin coat on it. There you go, takes off a little bit of the excess dye too. Do this part up here. Now actually I already finished this part, but I'm going to do it again. Make sure I get some into those stitch holes, or into those stitches, or rather into the stitch line, I'm trying to say. And then wipe off the excess. Okay, while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and do the stitch lines on the back. Now again, this part's already finished and this part's already finished. So I'm just going to redo it over where the stitches are to help it keep those protected. Add a little bit of strength to them. You know what? I might as well just go ahead and do it this way. There we go. Okay. Now the front should be, feels like it's dried enough. I can start buffing on it. And that'll bring out the shine. Oop. There you go, bring out the shine. Make it pretty. I'm also going to do the edges. Because like I said before, when you burnish the edges with the gum trag, they don't always stay that way. Well, actually, they don't stay that way. You need to go back over them with some kind of a top coat or something, and I use tan coat like I use with everything else. Let's get the other side here. And wipe off the excess. Now next step is to just let this dry. That's sometimes the hard part. Actually, I gotta redo the ends of this strap here because I did cut it, and even though I already had it finished when I cut it and re-dyed the ends, I re-burnished them and they need to be finished. Now to let this dry, I got a stick. I don't know if it's long enough, but I think it'll be alright. And I'll just stick it in there. There we go. Let it sit like that for a while. And then come back to it, buff it out, and we'll have a finished knife sheath.